Is the Philippines the unexpected piece in the geopolitical chessboard that is ruining China's plans to conquer Taiwan? In the intricate game of geopolitics, Southeast Asia is a board laden with complex strategies and high stakes. At the heart of this dynamic region, the Philippines emerges as a significant player, not merely as a pawn, but as a potential game changer. The Philippines' strategic position, nestled between the Pacific Ocean and the South China Sea, is of paramount importance to the major powers vying for influence in the region. The country's extensive coastline and proximity to key shipping routes make it a prized asset in the intricate dance of power politics. Yet it's not just the geographic location that's turning heads. Recent diplomatic overtures between the United States and the Philippines signal a potential shift in alliances. The arrival of U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris in the Philippines, with talks focused on strengthening ties and countering China's influence, marked a significant milestone. This visit represented a sharp turnaround from the strained relations under the previous administration, signaling a renewed commitment to the strategic partnership. It's worth noting that the United States sees the current Philippine administration as a strategic ally in its competition with China, a factor that could dramatically alter the balance of power in the region. This renewed alliance is emblematic of the larger geopolitical shifts taking place as nations recalibrate their strategies in response to China's growing assertiveness. The Philippines' potential role as a bulwark against China's maritime ambitions, particularly in the contentious South China Sea, is becoming more apparent. As the U.S. invests in modernizing the Philippine military, it's clear that the country is being primed to play a crucial role in the unfolding drama. As we delve deeper, it becomes evident that the Philippines plays a much larger role in this geopolitical chess game than initially meets the eye. The country's strategic position, coupled with its renewed alliance with the US, could disrupt China's plans in the region, providing a counterweight to its ambitions in Taiwan. The Philippines' role in this geopolitical chessboard is far from over. It's just beginning. China's maritime ambitions have been clear, but what's the real motive behind their new maritime law? A question that has been bothering nations far and wide. The new regulations put forth by China require foreign vessels to provide detailed information before entering what they call Chinese territorial waters. But this definition of Chinese territorial waters has sparked a global debate. China's claims of sovereignty extend over vast areas of the South China Sea and disputed islands in the East China Sea, a claim not universally recognized. This maritime law, introduced by China, has significant implications worldwide. It's not just about the navigation of ships, it's about the control of a region that is a crucial global trade route, rich in resources and geopolitically strategic. But with such assertive claims come potential conflicts, especially with Pacific powers like Japan and the United States. These nations have expressed their concerns and are unlikely to comply with these regulations, which they see as a violation of the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. China's maritime law is not just about sovereignty, it's also about power projection. Earlier this year, China passed a law allowing its Coast Guard to use weapons to protect its national sovereignty. This move is seen as an attempt to extend its maritime reach and establish dominance in the region. The focus of these claims is primarily the South China Sea, a region also claimed by other countries. However, the situation in the East China Sea, particularly around the Senkaku Islands, is considered more volatile. There have been numerous reports of Chinese incursions into Japanese territorial waters, increasing the risk of accidental conflict. China has warned that military vessels trespassing in its territorial waters without notice will be considered a serious provocation, adding fuel to an already tense situation. The assertiveness of China's maritime law is a clear indication of its desire to establish dominance in the region, but it's not without resistance. And as we'll discover, this resistance is coming from some unexpected quarters. The South China Sea has long been a hotbed of geopolitical tension, but how does the Philippines factor into this complex equation? Well, the United States sees the Philippines as a strategic ally in the South China Sea. A region fraught with territorial disputes and power plays, the South China Sea is a crucial chess piece in the larger geopolitical game. The United States has been investing heavily in modernizing the Philippine military, a move that carries strategic implications not just for the Philippines, but for the entire region. Why? Well, the answer lies in the Philippines' strategic location. Situated in the heart of Southeast Asia, the Philippines provides the United States with a vantage point and a stronghold in the South China Sea. And this increased military presence of a US ally in the region could potentially disrupt China's plans. The Philippines' stance on the South China Sea and Taiwan is also key. The country has been navigating a delicate balance, maintaining its territorial claims in the South China Sea, while also not committing to supporting US intervention in a potential conflict over Taiwan. This careful diplomacy could prove crucial in the future, as any shift in alliances or stance could tip the scales in this delicate balance of power. China views the South China Sea as integral to its maritime ambitions. Any disruption to its plans, like the bolstering of the Philippine military by the US, could complicate its strategy. The Philippines' stance on Taiwan could also potentially cause a hiccup in China's plans. If the Philippines were to lend its support to Taiwan in a potential conflict, it could significantly alter the dynamics in the region. So, we can see that the Philippines is more than just a player in this geopolitical game. It's a potential game changer. Its strategic location, its bolstered military capabilities, and its diplomatic stance could all play a significant role in disrupting China's plans in the South China Sea and Taiwan. With the US building up the Philippines as a strategic ally, the dynamics of power in the South China Sea could be shifting. At the heart of this geopolitical puzzle lies the question of Taiwan. But why is Taiwan so significant in this context? Taiwan, often referred to as the unsinkable aircraft carrier, is a strategic stronghold in the Pacific Ocean. Its geographical location, just off the coast of mainland China, makes it a valuable asset for any country looking to maintain a balance of power in the region. For China, bringing Taiwan under its fold would not only be a significant political achievement, but it would also provide a strategic advantage in the Pacific theater. China's intent towards Taiwan has been clear. It seeks reunification with the island, by force if necessary. This ambition has been met with resistance, not only from the Taiwanese people who cherish their democratic way of life, but also from the international community that values the status quo. Enter the US and the Philippines. Their strategic alliance could potentially impede China's plans for Taiwan. The US, a long-standing supporter of Taiwan, has vowed to defend the island nation from any aggression. The Philippines, on the other hand, is a crucial player due to its geographical proximity to both Taiwan and the disputed South China Sea. The Philippines' strategic location makes it an ideal staging ground for any military intervention in Taiwan, should the need arise. The US's recent efforts to strengthen ties with the Philippines, coupled with their unequivocal support for Taiwan, could pose a significant challenge to China's ambitions. This is not to suggest that a conflict is inevitable. Diplomacy and dialogue remain the preferred path for resolving disputes, but it does underscore the importance of alliances and strategic partnerships in maintaining a balance of power in the region. Taiwan, the tiny island nation, stands as a significant obstacle in China's path to regional dominance. As we've seen, the power dynamics in Southeast Asia are anything but simple. The region is a labyrinth of international relations, geopolitical chess matches, and conflicting maritime ambitions. At the heart of this intricate dance lies the Philippines, a country that might just be the underdog in this high-stakes game. In the first act of our geopolitical drama, we saw how Southeast Asia's map is a chessboard of power plays. Countries are not merely land and water, but strategic pieces in a game of global dominion. China, an emerging superpower, is keen to expand its influence, but its maritime ambitions are causing ripples across the board. China's assertive stance in claiming vast areas of the South and East China Seas is a significant concern. Its new regulations requiring foreign vessels to provide detailed information before entering what it calls Chinese territorial waters has raised eyebrows and tensions, potentially violating international maritime laws. This move has put Pacific powers like Japan and the United States on high alert, raising the specter of potential conflicts. Next, we delved into the evolving relationship between the US and the Philippines. The recent visit of Vice President Kamala Harris to the Philippines marked a turning point in the bilateral relations, strengthening ties and countering China's influence in the region. The US's investment in modernizing the Philippine military sends a clear message to China and marks a strategic shift in the region's power dynamics. On the Taiwan question, the Philippines' role and stance could significantly impact the delicate balance. While the country has not committed to supporting US intervention in a conflict over Taiwan, its strengthened ties with the US and its strategic position could play an instrumental role in disrupting China's plans. It's a high-stakes chess match, and the Philippines may just be the dark horse that disrupts China's ambitious plans. Only time will tell how this geopolitical drama unfolds.